Dear my young friends, today I want to tell you a story of a student who is in ninth long back in a village, that too in Kannada medium, original language, where he was unable to learn maths. Say, for example, the quadratic equations, what we learn in maths in ninth or 10th. But when he came over to the 10th, he started practicing a method and he continued it for 11th and 12th also. From that method made him to top the college ranking list. Today, I want to bring about, in short, what is that method, the smart method, what made that student to top the ranking list. So that method is very simple. Everybody follows. If you can practice and follow it properly, definitely whole lot of 1 year portions. Say for example, in physics, 11th standard, we have 14 chapters. All those 14 chapters can be revised without opening the book far, say in and around 2.5 hours without opening any book, and you are ready to write the exam at any moment. So this method. If you practice, it will help you in all your studies. Not only that, in due course when you join to the job and all those things. So what is that method? Very simple. Say, just like dreaming. Say, in the beginning, say what we do when we go to a movie or when we watch a movie. When we came back, say, we used to think of it when we close our eyes and we think over the situations there, scenes there, we can definitely get them in our mind. This similar thing, we want to use it in this method. And that method is just like this. You are going to create movies in your mind. You are the directors for your movies. What is the movie which you are going to create? Simple idea. I take one day in your school or college life. So what you do, you go to the college or school at 9 o'clock. Your classes run up to 4, 3:30 or 4. Many teachers come and many things have been taught. In between, lunch hour is there and all those things. Why in those hours, say you have talked to your friends. In the class also you might have talked to your friends and you have given answers to your teacher. Our teacher might have been explaining the particular concept like this. Now, once you go home, the crux of this method, which will help you to learn very fast, remember very fast, and top the ranking list. What is that? The idea is just this much. Once you go home, before starting studying anything, please sit quiet and be calm and try to take deep breaths twice or thrice. After that, close your eyes. Don't open any book. Close your eyes. Try to think of what all happened in the class school right from 9 to 4 where you were present. Try to create complete imagination. In fact, in today's world, imagination is becoming less and less in our students. That is to be improved because all the things are created from our brain only. Therefore, even in anything in physics or maths, everything came from our brain. So that's all by imagination and looking at the, say, nature. Therefore, we are supposed to increase our imagination power. That quite naturally happens if we practice this method. Try to create the pictures in our mind. Say, try to create at around 9 o'clock when class started, how the teacher entered into the class and how he or she started talking to you and how she or he greeted you in the beginning and what she or he started talking over the subject on that day. Likewise, try to create in your mind complete picture of one session. And in a while, if you forget something what he or she said, don't bother. Don't bother. Leave that part, try to proceed further. In the beginning days of this method of practicing, you may wonder, you may be afraid of that, you may not get even a single sentence what teacher said in the class, but don't leave that habit. Try to practice it for 21 days. Whether you are going to get it or not in the beginning, don't bother. You may get out of 5 or 6 sessions what you have, hardly you may get one here and there in each class, 1 point. That is sufficient. Likewise, you create movie in your mind for each class. But as you observe, after 2 or 3 days, your mind will become clear and it starts helping you to create complete classroom. What your teacher said, that complete thing comes to your mind. If you achieve this, then after going home, every day you just do this. Sit quiet and calm. Try to recollect, try to create a movie in your mind for whole day's work. Once you practice, you just eliminate the tags what you made with your friends, all those things from your mind in the while you are creating the recollection or imagination. Only concentrate on the topics. You may wonder, sir, you may ask me, sir, we have ordered for 6 hours. How can we do it for? Can we give 6 hours, 6 more hours to do? No need. 1 hour or 40 minutes class will take hardly 2 to 3 minutes, not more than that. Even after practicing it for 21 days or more than that, your brain will become super fast and your whole 7 hours or 6 hours class will be recollected for sure within 15 minutes or maximum 30 minutes, not more than that. And once you practice this, then where you got doubts and all those things, open the book and complete your studies of that day. And once you go to the bed, always remember, many students have this habit of doing, say, they sleep by keeping their head over the study table there itself. That's a wrong thing. Once you do that, next day also this you get sleepy once you go to that place. Avoid that. If you want to sleep at 10:30, close all your studies by 10 o'clock and get into the bed, and from 10 to 10:30 recollect once again what had happened in that day in your classes, what teacher said. Say quite comfortably sleep, and while you get up in the early morning, please remember, once you wake up, don't get out of the bed hurriedly. Keep yourself some time and keep yourself calm. In the early morning, usually all of us are very calm and good things come to our mind. In that moment, you make use of that and start thinking what all you learnt, only what all you learnt yesterday. Third, actually, after your studies, while you go to bed, just think over that and try to consolidate in your mind. If you do this for continuously 21 days, why I am saying 21? That has its own psychological effect. What we practice for 21 days without any break, that will become our habit and that will help you to achieve good things. After that, if you achieve these things, what I said, you never forget anything. Not only in class, wherever you think of, and moreover, you start using those ideas what you learned because they are registered in brain and they will help you whenever you require it in the class or in the exam. Therefore you do that. Once you practice that this method, these are all the benefits what you have. After that, every week, one day, usually Sunday, whenever you feel free, try to recollect. Even after 3 to 4 days, also you can do. Try to recollect what all you did in 2 to 3 days. You may not get in the beginning, but once you start practicing it, you get it. And once you achieve this idea, definitely whole lot of things what in 1 year you learn can be recollected hardly 2 to 3 hours. Whole lot of chapters, maximum 5 hours you can take without opening any textbook. Therefore, you first practice it. That will help you to boost up your brain's capacity and will help you to create imagination and beautiful pictures in your mind, and that will help you to learn and learn thinking in a good manner. So this is the basic method what you are supposed to practice. For this video, this is all from my side, and I hope all of you who watch this, please try to practice, because that student what I started with a story is myself, none other than myself, and I practiced it. And even today, whenever I handle say 11 to 12 classes in different institutions as a consultant professor, I recollect where I left last week in a particular class without asking any student. That is because of my practice, what I said. I have not giving you this simply by reading it or something like that. It's the practiced method, what I put, actually what I practiced. So therefore, I say good luck to you. And instead of saying good luck, I want to say you have to make practice of these things to have a smarter study methods. And it has its own many advantages. For that, I'll come back in the next video.